Hello, 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 hello. This is video for the month of October for Leo. Now we're on Leo. We've done Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. We're on Leo now. I'm hoping to finish these before my night falls. We'll see. Before I fall. Let's see what we have here. First, I'll be using here the Initiatory Tarot of the Golden Dawn, my favorite, absolutely my favorite deck. And for those of you who are here for the first time who don't know me, I generally use different divination tools and typically a tarot spread. Then I'll be using an oracle deck, La Vera Sibilla, to clarify, and then I'll cast runes over after the reading, after the cards spread laid out. And go to my website, www.christellemartinette.com. Take a look at the services I offer. You'll find also my readings on the main menu and other services that I offer, or write to me, readings at christellemartinette.com. I'll reply, and welcome. Let's go and take a look at interesting. Let me show you these cards. Let me show you the basis here, the tarot spread. This is the Six of Pentacles. The Ace of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Swords. Now, the Six of Pentacles is a question that you're asking yourself when you come in. You're asking if for the following 6 months, Leo, so where Leo period is August, September, October, November, December, January, February, and you're thinking if in the next 7 to 8 months, you'll make a plan work. You're asking yourself in October, and you're saying, who knows if I start now, if I invest, because we're talking about being, about giving, giving money, investing time and money now in October. Who knows if down the line in the Taurus period, this is a Taurus card, it will be, something will come up, will bloom. And in terms of being proactive, what you want to, want to do, carry out, what is the plan that you're going to enact is the Ace of Cups. And that means you're going to emotionally spend time. You're emotionally involved in this in the month of October. So you ride on your emotions. A lot of people ride on passion. A lot of people are rational. I'm looking at this, and I'm looking at Darian. Yeah, Darian, happy to see you. It's great to see you. Me too, Darian. I don't understand, but I think I'll get it afterwards. I'm looking at something that is emotionally charging you, Leo, and you're taking your how can I say, your actions, you're acting on a whim, on a plan, on it could be a business venture, okay? It could be wanting to pair up with your partner in a business venture. It could be a hobby that you want to grow and then leave your other job. And this is something that you're starting in October. Then I have this beautiful Queen of Cups in the that talks about the nature of your month, the nature of the October. What is the October month for you, Leo? What is it? And we have here, again, we've got cups. These are full of emotions. There are also here, you do have 2 cups. You have swords. There are the 4 signs, but 2 cups. says it all. It's going to be emotionally charged the month of October. And again, I'm going to clarify with the Vera Sibilla cards. And in terms of your emotions, you are going about acting on your emotions through revived passion with this King of Wands. It is sort of, how can I say, your emotions are bringing you to a point of not shedding tears, of course, but making you pull yourself by your bootstraps and get going to get where you want. Here, look, I have in the actions cards, in the change card here, the House of Change, the Knight of Swords here. And the Knight of Swords is a very fast moving card. It's one of the fastest moving cards in the deck. And there's a lot of thought that's being put into what exactly we're going to do. What kind of change will be enacted? And it's going to be quick. I mean, one day you're going to wake up and you're going to say, okay, I've got it. The light bulb is turning on in your head and you're going to start. Now I'm going to illuminate these cards by putting out a few Vera Sibilla cards. And what do I have here? I've got the Viaggio card, which is trip, which is movement. Then I've got Giovane Fanciulla. The Giovane Fanciulla is the young woman who is how can I say, she is the virgin of the deck, and the letter. This talks about, when we talk about a virgin in the deck, it could obviously mean another person, somebody coming into your life. I'm seeing this, though, as you moving away from something that you're dissatisfied with or is just not giving you enough satisfaction. You'll keep it for a while, but something new, something brand new, the virgin in that sense. And this is the time when you're going to be, it's as if, Leo, you're walking along your merry way, you're at your desk, you're working, you're typing, you're working in the field, what type of work you do. You get a sign, you see an email, or you get a text message from someone that just is not related to what is going to happen. But what happens is it sets off a series of ideas that become rooted in your mind, and you take action. You start making choices for the future. With a new enterprise, I'm seeing a new business. I'm seeing something new in terms of you working on your own. Let me look as a hobby. Could be a hobby, but I'm seeing it as more something lucrative. Over the Ace of Cups, I have fidelity. Now we have the male lover, l'amante, and gran consolazione. Look, this cup, this Ace of Cup is overflowing. It is an emotional card, fine. But I'm seeing here as you being, I keep seeing you wanting to go into business with a loved one, making your mutual hobbies turn into money, making your passions become money for you. And it starts out as being a game. I'm seeing it in the month of October. But since the bond is so strong, and it is a very strong bond, you're with someone, even if you are not partnered with them, it's a way, it's a bridge for you to then become closer to them. It's really interesting. And then we have this Queen of Cups. We've got this Queen of Cups. Interesting stuff here. Interesting stuff. Okay. We've got denaro, which is money, the safe. It also talks about a relationship, a bond, a strong bond, a marriage. It does. Speranza, hope. And then morte, death. Now, here we have, of course, there's always the death card that is a renewal. And this is, I'm seeing it as a renewal here. I'm going to say hello. Yes, you're looking to start a business with your son. This is also another thing because I didn't mention family, and it has to do with loved ones in terms of a family as well, family members. But I'm seeing this as as newfound funds are coming in from some initiative that has come from the ashes of something. Okay, so your partner, let's say, just like you just wrote, you know, I'm thinking of going into business with my son. Perhaps that person, your son, went bankrupt, or just was fired, or just quit his job. That your initiative is getting out of, is being born from something that ended, which is quite interesting. And both of you have very high hopes. I'm going to this King of Wands, which is the emotional card in this deck, in this spread. And let's see what's going on here. All right, so we've got stanza, the room. Good afternoon. Yes, good afternoon to you, Divine. Stanza, the room, is communication. Costanza, Costanza, this is Constance. And Gran Signore, a protector. It's like a backer. And the Bastoni, the King of Wands, is also a backer, a very important person. Someone will have your back. Someone is going to have your back. You're going to have someone actually offer you funds or offer you an into their business. There's someone who's going to give you a whopping hand. And this is not a relative. This is a person who has, who knows you, who trusts you, who is, believes in you. And this is going to come from them, who may have had romantic intentions with you, but not necessarily so. Not necessarily so. Let me take here now the Knight of Swords, this very fast-moving knight in the house of change. And that's interesting. This is interesting. Fast change, but not necessarily in timing, but fast-moving mental activity that's going to bring to change. You're quick-witted change. That's what it's coming out as. This is pensiero, thoughts. Then we have conversazione, conversation, and dispiacere, sadness. And of course, when things happen very quickly, when you decide, okay, I'm done. I'm going to still do my work. I'll still have my job, but it's time for me to start. You know, you have that sword and you're whipping through old stuff. That's the word keeps coming up. Getting rid of old stuff, cutting through old stuff, because you have people to see and places to go. All right. You've got Leo, you have people to see and places to go. When this happens, and when it happens clearly, when it's announced clearly, those behind are going to have some kind of surprise. They're going to be sad, But it seems, Leo, that in the month of October, you are, your mind is 10 years ahead. And even you're walking, you know how you walk like this, your head strong. Very headstrong, Leo, and headstrong because you're on a roll. You've got the ideas, and you're going to act on it. You're very quick-witted and you're headstrong. I'm going to take the runes. They're emerald runes. I always like to take these every now and then. They're heavy kind of runes. Okay. All right. So we've got Lagus, which is Merkstave, and that tells me right off the bat, Leo, it's not a picnic. It's not going to be a picnic. It will be a difficult transition, this idea. You are quick-witted and you're headstrong, that's true, but it won't be easy. So bear that in mind. From the beginning of the month, it won't be easy. I have Bjork, Berkanad, which is Merkstave, upside down. And it tells me that it's not the month, October is not the month where you actually get it off the ground. We talked of the future. We did talk about it, the Aquarius period. It is into the future. It is into the future when that will actually come about. But you're planting the seeds. And also I've got here AWATS that talks, it's a protective room, and talks to you about, look, no matter when it's coming up, and it will come up, what you decide is protected. You're on a streak, a lucky streak. I've got here manats, and the jury's still out. It's not bright save, it's not mercy save, it's on its own. And the jury is still out in your head, in your minds, Leo, as to, should I go it alone? Should I go with my son? Should I do it with my relatives? Should I do it with my partner? You're still thinking of what your role should be in this future initiative. And then we have, of course, Isa. Isa here is always a difficult rune, but it's a rune that tells us that no matter what, or who you are with, or who you're planning to do this with, what is true, and there is one thing that is true, is that you want it the way you want it, and you want that initiative to speak about you. You want to give it a name. You want to give the company a name, LLC a name, the partnership a name that speaks of you, of how you think, how you want to act, and how it could reflect positively. And people will know it's about you. It is you, that you're at the basis of it. I also see here Fehu Bregstave, and Fehu Bregstave talks about money coming in. It also talks about harvest. It talks about having, putting things aside and at the proper time, at the proper place, and the proper moment of putting it away. So when you need it, you use it. So there is a judgment call here, Leo. They're talking about being careful with the way you use and spend your money. There are two other runes here, and they're very serious runes. One talks about having to close the door, one door. You need to close one door. If it's a son you're going to be pairing up with in a business, you have to make sure that they have closed their old business. And this has to do with the people that you're going to be pairing up, even though you're still not sure whether your role should be actual on a level of that other person, or you want to have people under you. I do see here this rune 30 sats, and together with the rune need, talk about, however, do not let the month of October go by without planting those seeds, without making ideas gel with other people. This is the moment when the ideas are born. This is the moment when how can I put it? When you actually conceive of the future initiative. And these two, both Need and Theresa, say, do not pass October without getting things under your belt, without putting black on white. I hope this was of help to you, Leo friends. And if you liked this video, please like it and share the video. Tell people and subscribe. Welcome to new people, and thank you to my older people. Before I hang up, I want to see, hang up. Second time to see you when you're reading good. I'll get a job soon. All right. I'll talk to you then soon again. I'm going on to the next videos. Bye-bye.